So I'm doing a demo of this. This is a Leica 3B. You can tell it's a B because of the style of the rangefinder adjuster, which allows you to sort of zoom in the rangefinder and actually see with greater clarity how good your focus state is. This camera's in really good shape. I am almost certain that this has been serviced at one point. You can see the shutter in there. There is no way that an 80-year-old shutter curtain is going to be that beautiful, that clear, and the shutter itself is super fast, super good, you know. Let me do a little function test here. So that's 1,000, and boom. Skip ahead to 100. Also, right on the money. I'm going to put it at 40, which is the slowest of the fast shutter. So you can hear it slow down a little bit. Now I'm going to put it in the slow speeds, which is kind of where you typically have problems. But even in this case, I'm going to put it at 1 second. That's 1 second, without a doubt. I'll put it at half a second. This is half a second. Yeah, right on the money. So this camera has been, it had to have been serviced. There's just no way that this was, it was 1/20th. There's no way that this camera has, gone its whole life and never been cleaned up. When I bought it, the vulcanite was just falling off of there, and so I updated it with this nice leather, new skin. The inside of the camera is perfectly fine. If I can get my fingernail under there, which I can't. Can't get my fingernail under there. But anyway, yeah, it looks nice and clean on the inside. The rangefinder itself, I'm going to tip this up. It's hard to see, but it has great contrast. And that's the other sign that this camera has been at one point serviced, because what happens is that mirror gets screwed up, and then you don't see anything. This is the lens that came with it. It's a Sumar. So before the Summicron, and certainly before the Summilux and so on. This is the original lens, and when it came, it did have some problems. It had haze, but fortunately, these lenses are really easy to service, because you actually just sort of unscrew the front. The front lens will kind of fall out, and then you can use just a very fine lens cleaning abrasive to kind of clean up the haze. And so you can see this is really super clean, thanks to that little bit of work that I did. And the aperture is, they can be sticky. In this case, since I had the camera open, it's really smooth. It's a nice hexagonal aperture, so this camera is going to get some cool, or this lens is going to deliver some very nice bokeh to anybody who uses it. And that's about it. You can see the clarity of this. It's not a perfect lens, but it's very functional, and on the camera it works perfectly fine. It's pretty hard to see through that lens finder, so I just said the rangefinder. But yeah, it's got, come on baby, wow, it's hard to do this. There's a little dust on the focusing lens, but right next door there's nice contrast in that. In the rangefinder lens, I'm trying to operate it, but not much is happening. Anyhow, that's the camera. It's an excellent functional shape, and it's in good cosmetic shape as well. So hopefully you'll enjoy this as much as I have.